Hey everybody, I'm sorry I didn't post a YouTube video last week because it was Memorial Day in the United States, and also because I've been working on a project that I really want to make a lot of progress on. I can't say what yet. I can't say if it's for this YouTube channel or not, but I just been working on something else, so that's what kept me busy. But anyway, since I filmed my last batch of videos, I finally have my setup so where I can play retro games on this nice professional video monitor, and I can capture all the gameplay footage to my PC. In fact, I don't think there's that many people on the internet who have the capacity to do what I'm able to do. But you know what? If you're interested in wanting to do something like this, I'll show you my setup and show you how I do all this. Maybe to sort of inspire you in your own way for your own setup. So the first step, obviously, is procuring your CRT or professional video monitor. So I personally recommend a professional video monitor over a consumer CRT, just because if you want to put it on your desk, this is kind of a much better form factor because you can, stack stuff on top of it or whatever. You might be having a hard time finding one of this particular size or bigger. I just found the PVM supply has pretty much dried up in the past couple months. Now, one thing you do have to consider is the depth of the monitor you're using. So, even though this is 14 inches, this is pretty thick. And so, people always want bigger screen sizes and stuff, and that's understandable. But if you want to do a desk setup, putting like a 19 or a 20 inch, unless you have like a really deep desk and you have a ton of room, like there is, not really a lot of opportunity to put that there. So for example, if I try to put a 19-inch one on here, I could not fit either of these monitors I use for video editing on here, and it would start encroaching on like my mouse pad. It comes that far forward. Now, obviously, the next thing you need is a console, but you can put whatever console here, PS1, PS2, etc., etc., as long as you have the right cables and adapters and stuff. And next up is cabling, and obviously you want to get the proper adapters and stuff so you can convert to BNC on the back, because these things do not have your standard like RCA jacks on the back. They actually use this thing called BNC. This is an RCA to BNC jack. And you can buy these like super cheap on Amazon. So if you have something with component, like a PS1, a PS2, a Wii, you can just buy those on Amazon for like $6. But if you're playing something that uses like RGB SCART, it's probably gonna be way more expensive. Now, one of the cool things about a professional video monitor is that you can use it as an output. So I have these component cables going in, but they have like these nicer ones going out to my upscaling device that goes into my computer. So now that the cables come out of here, they go into the open source scan converter, which is a very popular upscaling device. And it's not your traditional upscaling device. It does a bunch of stuff that almost no other upscaler on the planet does, really. You may have noticed that there was no audio wires going into the back of the PVM. Well, that's because I've taken the audio from this component cable and put it into a 3.5-inch jack, which then goes into a ground loop isolator, which ideally is supposed to stop analog noise, but for some reason on the PS3 with these component cables, it doesn't work. I don't know why. Now, if you're gonna get an upscaler, you're gonna need a remote of some kind, and I actually recommend that if they have an option to buy like a remote with it that has like specific labels and stuff, do it, okay? Because I got this little crappy universal remote because I bought my OSSC used and the guy couldn't find the remote. And I forget all the time like what each of these buttons do. Yep, so let's turn on the PS3 and see if the connection works, even though I know it will. Now, so I have the capture right here on my computer, so let's just turn on this professional video monitor. So there we have Mega Man X4 on the PVM in all of its, low-res glory, and then upscaled here in OBS. And so, anyways, that's it. And have a good day.